Today is a really cool video because we are going to talk about 15 simple tips and simple habits that you can start doing today and you can instantly improve your life. So if you are ready, then let's get started. This video is also going to be posted on YouTube as well. And of course, if you have any comments or anything to add to this video, then make sure that you comment below. You can share this video, of course, and if you haven't already on YouTube, then please make sure that you subscribe as well. So let's dive in and talk about the 15 simple habits that will improve your life today. So the first tip is make sure that you sleep enough, 6 to 7 hours, and of course make sure that you have the well-needed rest. That was tip number 1. Tip number 2 is try and develop a morning routine. Warren Buffett says as well, it really depends on how you start your day. That will actually determine how much you're going to achieve. So try and develop a morning routine and get things done early in the morning and start with a positive vibe. So I started to wake up at like 4-5 o'clock in the morning, and that might sound a little crazy, but you know, that works well for me. I can get a lot done that way before the kids wake up, before my partner wakes up, and there's a lot can be done that way. So try and develop a morning routine and work on your project before you even go to work. Tip number 3 is try and always spend time with gratitude. Once you start being grateful for what you have, you're gonna get more from that thing. So just imagine, I'm gonna give like a negative example and then I will give you a positive example so you can kind of understand what I mean here. So if you tell a child every single day that they are an idiot, then obviously they're gonna grow up with like really low self-esteem. But if you constantly appreciate that child, you are being grateful to have that child, and you are praising that child and focusing really on the good things that that child is doing, then you're gonna get more from that. And that works very well with relationships. It works very well with your partner. If you highlight the good things that he's done for you or she's done for you, then you're gonna get more from that. So start the day by writing a small list of all the different things that you are grateful for. So that can be as little as your morning coffee, or as big as the love of your life in your life, or even your children, or a shelter and food to eat and things like that. So once you are grateful for what you have, you're gonna get more from that. 4, work on your self-image. So I told you that, you know, being grateful for what you have is already beneficial because you're gonna get more from it. But how about developing who you actually want to become in the future? This is the act as if technique. It basically means that you decide who you want to become, and if you truly believe that and you're constantly telling yourself who you want to become, eventually you will get there. So just imagine if you wake up in the morning and once you've written your little list of what you're grateful for, and you start writing your little list of what kind of person you want to become, it will eventually kind of embed in your brain, it's going to embed in your mind, and you are going to become that person. For me, I want to be a loving, caring partner, so that's what I'm writing down every single day, and I truly believe that I am going to become the most loving and caring partner that I can be. So that was tip number 4. Tip number 5 is look after your body. Look after your body and mind, because that's kind of connected. Research shows that if you do exercise every single day, that's going to improve your brain functions, you're going to become healthier, your body and your mind is going to become healthier. Running is a little bit like meditation for me, if you ask me. Like when I go for a run, I feel so much more refreshed in my mind as well. And you know, when you just look at the environment and then just look at every single different detail out there, and then just think about how this kind of appeared, how this all being put together, That just kind of gives you that peace of mind, and it's really good for the soul. And as I said, it's scientifically proven. Exercise regularly is going to improve your life, 100%. Tip number 6, be focused. Try and be focused on one thing. Successful people are prepared to do things that unsuccessful people are not prepared to do. So that is a major difference between successful and unsuccessful people. One of the things that successful people also do is they focus on one thing. They are crystal clear about what they want to achieve, and they eliminate distractions, and they are focusing on that one thing. You can, so what they say is that you need to have one giant goal, like something incredible that you want to achieve in your life. And you constantly need to try and go towards that goal. So you'll be in focus throughout your life, and you can work in blocks, like 90-day blocks. And when you bring it down to like a day, 90-minute blocks as well on that major massive goal. But at the end of the day, you need to be focused on one thing, because if you're trying to spin like many plates at the same time, you're gonna end up like smashing all the plates. You need to really try and spin that one plate very well, focus on that one plate, and if you are like really good at that thing, you can, you know, think about adding to it. So that was tip number 6. So tip number 7, you need to work harder on your dream than on someone else's dream. So many of us, including myself, of course, we are working for an employer. And when you go to work, it's great, you know, it pays the bills, and, you know, you need to provide for your family, and that's fantastic. But you need to work harder on your dream. Because when people work towards something, one of the greatest advice that my grandma told me is that when you wake up in the morning, you need to have a number of things that you want to accomplish on that day. It's really important. You need to have that feeling of accomplishment, that you achieved something. And it can be as little as doing the laundry or something tiny, you know, like a little to-do list. But when you work towards something, you feel alive. So try and figure out what is it that you would like to achieve, and work towards that, and work harder on your dream than on somebody else's dream. Tip number 8 is try and really schedule your time, and schedule your time for relaxation as well. Because we are not robots at the end of the day. We are not machines. So yes, it's fine to work towards something and try and use your time wisely. But at the end of the day, what is life if not about enjoyment? And you need to feel good. So you need to schedule time for your time. It's the me time. It's extremely important. So, you know, go and have a bubble bath if that's what you want to do, or go for a stroll, or I don't know, put on face masks. It's something that I did with my partner recently. So, you know, these little things a lot of the times in life, they're actually the big things, and they are the ones that make life enjoyable. If you feel better going out for a walk, you feel better to have a nice meal, you spend time with your family, honestly, you have to just do that. You need to schedule time for that. Extremely, extremely important. Tip number 9 has to be taking responsibility. You know, victim mindset is extremely dangerous. When you play the victim in life, you handing over the responsibility to someone else. You're blaming someone else for what's happening in your life. But you need to realize you are becoming mature when you realize that it's all on you. What's happening to you got to do a lot with you, with what you're doing to your life. Like, you know, Oprah Winfrey, she's one of the richest black women in America. She said that when you realize that there isn't a savior, there isn't someone out there who's going to magically save you, and you need to do something about your situation, and you need to take responsibility, that is basically the beginning of life. That is basically the beginning of maturity. When you finally take responsibility, you step ahead, you make a plan, and you are, you know, going towards freedom. And that is going to take us to tip number 10. Tip number 10 is something I'm really passionate about, and that is the mindset. You need to be in peace with yourself. This is a simple habit that you need to really pay attention to. It's probably the most important habit that I would like to talk about today. You need to surround yourself with people who encourage you. I talked to you about, a child being raised in criticism is not going to be confident, is not going to be a successful person. But if you have the mindset of positivity, when you are not paying attention to the negative things in life, when you are paying attention to the positive little things in life, even if everything has positive in it, and you really, really need to pick on those things. So surround yourself with positive people, and environment is your looking glass, and they are going to determine where you're going in life. Be positive, put energy into just only the good things. Ask yourself, how can I get there? I know it's hard, but how can I achieve that goal? How can I get there? And only constantly think about the things that you can do, the steps that you can take. The mindset is going to determine how you live your life. You always have a choice. You have a choice of focusing on the bad things and negativity, or you can focus on the positive things, and you can live your life in happiness and in peace, most importantly. So these are the little habits, 10 simple habits that you can implement today that is going to make your life a lot better and make your life happier, and you will feel happier. And I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to share it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe. If you're watching this on Facebook, please make sure that you like the page and you can share the page as well, so I can reach more and more people, because many people need to hear this message. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.